Hello, my friends. This is Dennis, and today is such a beautiful day. Amazing, amazing. I enjoy every single moment of every day I have. And the funniest thing that I started to look at every day like the day which is supposed to be perfect. Like, how can I say? Every day when I wake up, I don't think that, oh, there are so many things to do, oh, I need to do this and that. I wake up and I always try to think that today is a new day and this day is perfect. This day is better than any other days before. And you know what? Surprisingly, I started to do it like recently. Funniest thing, the day it's really become perfect, better than before. When you start the day with the thoughts that today is a great day and will be wonderful for you, believe me, it will be. And that's what I want to discuss with you today. Now I'm listening to some concept which also makes a lot of sense. Um some philosophers, modern philosophers, who try to discuss about logos, try to discuss about how to find yourself, especially yourself, because this guy mostly speak about who you are. And the way he does it, it's more like Socrates' method, where he would ask just questions, but ask them very, very deep, very deep. Example, like, okay, so who are you? And then try to answer this by yourself. Who are you? That's the question which almost every philosophy raises, and every philosopher from that time from then today raise this question as well. Who am I? Am I a human? What is a human? What is a human, right? And then you go deeper and deeper and deeper. He asks these questions other people's, and uh, he asks this question to other people, and these people try to find the answer themselves. He don't give them any answers. He just asks them these questions most of the time. He gives his concept too, but most of the time he kind of asks them questions. So what I want to discuss is that who am I, but more likely, um, who is in your head. I'm thinking about this already for a while. That who is this persona that always speaks to me, which forms thoughts and ideas, judgments, who can create your own fear, who can create your own mm, even exhaustion, like getting tired because of this voice. Because it's also a funny fact that many people, that it's kind of like proven fact. What is proven though? It's a and what is a fact, right? We can also ask this question, but it's this concept exists that when people do the work they don't like, they get tired really fast. When you do something what you are not happy with, when you do something what you in your head already explained to yourself that it's not what you want to do, you would get tired extremely fast. You can be exhausted in even 2 hours of doing something like that. And then for the rest of the day, you would be tired, mm, maybe nervous, emotional, because you are exhausted. But you're exhausted not because of the work you did. You're exhausted because your voice in your head was telling you that that's not what you want to do, that's what you don't like, that's stupid work or pathetic thing what you do. And of course you burn so much energy on it. You burn so much energy on just complying with yourself, trying to say yourself, it's okay. I don't like it. Yes, I don't like it, but I need to do it. I have to. I have to. I have to. And then at the end, you're exhausted. On the other hand, people who can spend whole day doing maybe just one thing, which is very, um, it can be also very tiring, but they love this thing. They love what they're doing. They enjoy every single moment of it. They can spend the whole day and still have lots of energy at the end. They still can be like, oh, excited, like, wow, it was such a great day. I did such a beautiful thing. I enjoyed so much. Uh, I don't know. I love traveling, and when I go travel with my wife, we burn lots of energy, a lot. We walk a lot. We have lots of emotions, positive thoughts and ideas, um, beautiful serenities. Sorry, my maybe I'm a bit sleepy. Beautiful sceneries, and then at the end, I don't feel that tired. I don't feel exhausted. At the end of the day, I can feel a bit tired, feeling that okay, we had dinner, now we can relax, now it's almost time to sleep. But I never feel exhausted when I am in the moments like that. So the funniest thing is our mind, our intelligence. That's what tells us what we should feel and should not feel. When it tells us what we should feel, it creates barriers and it burns your energy a lot. There is this idea that the voice we hear, maybe it's a devil itself, if we go to Christian mythology or religion, wherever you call it. No offense, I accept all religions, pantheism or pantheism, that everything is a god, and every god is true god because it's all a god. So anyway, don't get offended if I said something what you might not like. If I call Christianity a mythology, don't think much about the names. Names are just concepts which people created, and the values of these words is just what people put in it. There is it's just the word. It's also a gigantic topic which I was thinking about today. But anyway, going back, the mind of us is like a devil which always tells us what we want, what we need, but it's not actually what my true self is. We kind of try to say when we answer the question, who am I? Maybe, well, I am the thought, I am the intelligence, I am my um, mind. And I would say, personally, for me, even without those videos which I watched as well, which raise this question perfectly, even without this, I always felt that it's not really true. You cannot say that you are your mind because my mind is full of shit. It's just a combination of millions of thoughts which randomly come to my head without me really controlling them and giving me any ideas which are can be actually manipulated by the society, manipulated in my head, put in my head like a program, computer program, by parents, government, schools, universities. It's been like this since I was born. People were programming me, all people around me, whole system was programming my mind to think this specific way. So calling myself as I am my mind, I am my thoughts, I am my intelligence, it's, in my opinion, it's a huge mistake. Because if I am my thoughts, then every thought that comes to me, this is what I am, it means that I should never run away from them. I should always accept them. Well, then I would be, I don't know, maybe still drinking alcohol, and I would be broke with no money, and I would be living a desperate life, an unhappy life, especially unhappy. It's not about how much money you have. I don't have money, but it's more about the fact that I would be doing things which my mind tells me, and these things would not bring me any happiness for sure. I can't say that being free from this will bring me happiness, but at least it doesn't bring me unhappiness. It's also important thing. Maybe you cannot find happiness because some people will say, "Well, I want to be wise. I want to be awakened. I want to be enlightened to be happy." What is happiness? Maybe there is no happiness. Maybe enlightenment is when you don't have unhappiness anymore, together with happiness. You have nothing. Stillness, peace, serenity. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there is no happiness in all of this at the end, but there is no unhappiness. There will be no fear, there will be no worries. So you would be free from all your thoughts, from all your emotions, good and bad. And then, based on this, maybe you would just be able to build love, real love, or anything else. But the true love. Love is also a tricky thing. You can say, well, I love my wife, for example. Okay, I'm not speaking about me, maybe somebody would say, well, I love my wife. And I would ask him a question, so how is your life with your wife? And this person would tell me, well, she's like that, she's like this. I have people like that. I know them. And every time he speaks about his wife, not every time, but from time to time, when his wife does what she wants and does what she wants and don't really follow what he wants her to do, he always say that, "Oh, she's like this, she's like that. I don't like it. It's always difficult with her." And I always think like, what's the problem? What are you complaining about? If you love your wife, you should love her pure, with all goods and bads, with all her personalities, because she is a mirror of yourself, kind of. It doesn't mean that everything she wants, you want too. Or everything she does, you do too. No. But it means that somehow you are with this person, somehow you live together, and usually your unhappiness with your wife is actually comes from you. Because even basic things, everything we have in our world, everything we see, everything we can touch, it's only a perception of myself, right? It's impossible to prove that something exists for me. Empirically, maybe, but again, if um, the only true way to prove that something exists by empirical experience, then I can't really say that, okay, our planet is a sphere, or that our planet is flat. I have no idea. Maybe there is no planet. Maybe where we live is just a projection, like maybe a Truman Show. It's just the the dome over us, and all of it is just the game. And somebody sits there, the top of a dome, looks at us and laughs. Demiurgs, maybe. Satan, maybe. There is no proof in 99% we believe in nowadays. We believe in it because other people told us that. Somebody else told us that. But where they took this from? From their heads. You can say, well, they prove it. How? What way? Look, easy example. What is math? Excuse me, coughing. Sick a bit. What is math? What is mathematics? Does it exist? No. You can say, well, this it does exist. Where? Where can I see it? Where can I touch it? You can show me numbers written on the paper. I would say it's just pictures. Pictures by themselves, they have no meaning. Pictures are just pictures. The meaning is what we put in those pictures. Show these pictures to um, societies with no math. I believe we still have them. Or to primitive or like prehistorical people. They will not understand. They will just say, oh, pictures. Weird pictures. Doesn't look nice. Doesn't look beautiful. Some of them like sharp, some of them straight, some of them wavy. So what? Ugly pictures. You say, no, no, you don't understand. This is not just pictures. These are numbers. What's numbers? Oh, numbers is, what this number means one, like one apple. This number means two, like two books. What's that? Right? For what? And again, the funniest thing, it doesn't exist. Math doesn't exist in our world. There is no physical appearance of math. Math is something what exists in your brain. And there are billions of other things which we believe in because the program which raised us, but these things they're not real. They don't exist in a physical world. They exist only in our brains. You can say they exist because we believe in them. That's true. They exist because we believe in them. But again, they are not real. They exist because you believe in them. So far, if you stop believing in them, they will stop existing. People who don't believe in Jesus, but maybe, I don't know, Muslim, they know that there are some people with the concept of Jesus, but these people, Muslim people, they will not believe in him. They will not call him God. And boom, surprise, Jesus is not God for these people at all. And never was. And for other people who are call themselves Christians, they would be like, no, Jesus is the God. And who is right? Nobody. And who is wrong? Nobody. It's a concept. Again, you can say, well, wait a minute, Jesus was real. Okay, God bless you all. I don't say he wasn't. I just ask you a question. How can you prove it? And again, I am not anti-Christ. I am quite opposite. I love the the story of Jesus himself. I believe that people are lost. People lost his teaching, starting doing different practices which are not related to real teaching of Jesus. Jesus was teaching us how to love each other, how to forgive each other, how to love our own enemies, how to not strike back, because striking back will cause conflict and fight, which is basically a heaven for the devil. That's what they always want. Well, that's what they want. So that's why Jesus was teaching us. He also was teaching us how to be uh, humble, how to, like, kind of asceticism, how to not want physicals, how to search for God and be with God with all your life. That's the teachings which I love. I just don't like much what's going on nowadays with churches where they teach you, oh, put the candle, give money. If you did something bad, come and say I'm sorry and you'll be forgiven. No, it's this one I don't really really believe. Anyway, don't really like. Anyway, the fact what I was speaking about is like, can you prove that Jesus existed? Well, people prove something. I don't ask about people. I ask you. Can you prove today that he existed? No, probably not. You can again say, well, I can read something, or somebody said, or it's somebody else. It's somebody else's mind and thoughts telling what they want. I ask you personally, can you prove it? You can say, I feel the God in me. Yes, but can you prove that Jesus was real, that he existed on our planet, that he did his teaching? I don't say he didn't. I ask you, can you do it or no? If you cannot do it, then take it easier and find the meaning in something else, in something else of his teaching. Find meaning in his teaching. Understand that maybe his teaching is what you need, not the fact that did he really exist or didn't. Who cares? To be honest, it's not the answer which will bring you to the God. The answer which will bring you to the God is following the Jesus teaching, or Buddha's teaching, or Allah's teaching, or anybody else, other gods, or Indian gods. How many they have? Hindi gods. They all teach kind of the same. The main problem is that people start fighting about, well, did he really exist? Is this actually real? Oh, I don't believe in this. I believe in that. And this guy, you're lost if you are like this. And all you have to do, maybe, is to find yourself. Start to think about the real things, the meaningful things, the meaningful. And knowing that Jesus really existed or not is not meaningful. It will not give you anything. You can believe that he existed, or you can believe that he didn't exist. You can believe that he is, was, and will continue to be a God, or you can think that no, even if he existed, he was just a seer, a prophet, but not a God. But that's up to you. It doesn't matter. Matter is what he was teaching. Even this one actually doesn't matter if you go deeper, but I don't want to go there right now. Yeah, so I discussed many things today. It's just the flow of my thoughts. Nothing special, no special topic. Just the flow of the thoughts. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. I love all this. I love philosophy. I can consider myself a philosopher or not, or it doesn't actually matter what I consider myself, to be honest. But I love it. I love doing it. I enjoy it, and I enjoy having my YouTube channel. I do it not because there is something that I want to achieve. I just do it because it's fun, because it's interesting, because that's what interests me, and I just do it. So what I wish you to find something what you actually really truly love, or you really truly just want to do, and do it. Enjoy it without expecting anything. Don't expect any outcomes. If there is outcome, great. If there is no outcome, doesn't matter. Just enjoy what you're doing and you'll be happy. All right. That's it. That's it, my dear friends. Everybody who listened to me, or me myself, if I will be rewatching these videos somewhere in the future, if I will. Anyway, live in present, enjoy your life, be meaningful. Don't waste your energy, your time on things which doesn't really matter. Cheers, everybody. Thank you. I love you all. Have a great day. Have a blessed days. Have the blessed days. And since I spoke about the God mostly, may the God be with you and be free. Thank you.